We'll make a hearty bean soup found in Le Marche region of Italy. Then, using onions as the main ingredient, we'll prepare a light, flavorful country onion soup. Bean soup like they make in the Marche. You know, Italy has 50 regions. Marche is one of them. It's on the Adriatic Sea. It's a great region, mountain and sea. But, you know, they make hearty soups. And a hearty soup begins with a pestata. Pestata is pestare, to chop. In this case, we'll do some bacon. This one is slightly smoked. And if you like that flavor, that's great. Otherwise, you can get simple bacon. And we'll make it into a pestata, into a paste. We'll make a pestata of this first, and then we'll make a pestata of the vegetable. So. Okay. And just a little bit of oil. Take the pestata and put it in. We'll render this, and while this renders, let's make the vegetables, onions, garlic, carrots, and this, not as fine as the bacon. We'll caramelize this, give it some flavor, and then we'll add some potatoes. In Le Marche, they like their tomatoes. Soups and all, lots of tomatoes. Let's put some bay leaves for flavoring right in here. A little peperoncino. And then we'll add just some hot boiling water to the pot. Let's throw in the potatoes. And, you know, I love making soups. I think it's, you know, you can throw anything in there, put anything in there, and at the end, if you flavor it right, if you cook it enough, it comes nice and velvety. Especially these multiple vegetable soups and beans. The question is to get the timing on everything so that everything cooks in sync. Now the potatoes, you say, gee, they're rather chunky. But you know, by the time they cook and they roll around in there, they'll disintegrate and you'll have little pieces of potatoes. And you know, you want that little texture in there. You don't want everything to be just broken down. I would add some salt. The bacon had some salt, but the potatoes and the vegetable need salt. Let me pour in the tomatoes. Now I will just slosh bring this to a boil, a perk, and then we will add the water. I do have some beans soaking. I think they're such a big part of Italian cooking. I mean, I love cooking with them. They're economical, they're nutritious, and they're very practical. You just have to do little things like this, soak them overnight so they're ready to be cooked. Drain it. Just like that. This has begun to perk away. Let's add hot water, simple hot water, nothing else. Whenever you cook beans, do not salt the water. I mean, I salted the vegetables a little bit, but if you salt the stock here, the water, the beans take longer to cook. So let's salt the soup after the beans have cooked. Let's bring it to a boil and let it perk for about 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes like this, and then we'll add the rest of the vegetables. Dry legumes, economical, delicious, nutritious, practical, and they just make sense. So the legumes, whether it be cannellini beans, black beans, regular beans, the process basically is the same for all of them. Here we have the dry ceci beans, garbanzo beans. You take your dry legumes, you soak them in plenty of water overnight, and they plump up like that. Now these 24 hours later, soaking in water. Drain them, put them in clean water with the flavoring, a little bay leaves, a little olive oil, and you cook them for about half an hour, and you get this delicious cooked ceci beans. All of those will work in the same fashion. So the soup is perking away. We'll add the vegetables in a moment. Okay, cabbage, Savoy cabbage. I love Savoy cabbage. It's delicious. It's great in soups. Regular cabbage, Savoy cabbage. It's economical. It has lots of value. To take out the outer leaves, give it a washing, and then core it. And let's just shred it. And you're saying, my God, that's a lot of cabbage. It is, but it kind of really shrinks into maybe 1/4 of what we have here. That's in there. Some zucchini that I've cubed. Just put the chunks. Let's cover it. And high heat, but not too high. You don't want it to bubble all over the place. And this will cook and perk, and the zucchini will break down, and the cabbage will get sweeter, and the potatoes will break down, and the mellowness of the beans is going to be nice and velvety. But it's going to take about another 45 minutes to get there. The soup looks just about there. Let me taste for seasoning and salt. It needs the salt. Another 20 minutes or so. Pick out the soup. We are there with the soup. Smells delicious. A nice bowl of soup. I think that looks really inviting. Put a little bit more cheese in here, maybe even a drizzle of Ligurian oil. And I am ready to taste. The soup is delicious. The tomato is a little acidic, but the cabbage is sweet and kind of replace this on your palate. Delicious. Delicioso. Kind country onion soup, lots of onions and some speck, which is prosciutto, but it's slightly smoked. So let's begin because the onions really have to cook about 20 minutes until they're all wilted. There's a lot of them here. You don't want them browned. You just kind of want them to sweat in there. Salt will help them to sweat. Okay, maybe just a little more olive oil, medium heat, and let them sweat periodically. Turn them about 15-20 minutes. They should be done and ready for the next step. The onions are nice and wilted. Now you don't want them completely wilted and broken down. You want that onion bite. This is the speck. Speck is the center muscle of the hind leg, cured in the same way as prosciutto, except that it is slightly smoked. If you can get speck, that's fine. But you know, if you can get smoked bacon, that would be fine. Speck you shouldn't cook too long because it gets tough. On the other hand, if you're putting smoked bacon, then I would crisp that up a little more. I'm going to make a little hot spot in here and put a little bit of oil in that hot spot, and I'm gonna put some flour. I'm gonna make a little roux just to kind of pull all of this together. But I want the flour to caramelize a little bit. What you want with the addition of this flour, making the roux, is kind of a velvety consistency. Not a porridge-like consistency, not dense, just kind of smooth and flowing. Okay, I'll mix it all together now. And this is one of those simple soups, but it is delicious in its simplicity. It really is good. You need a lot of onions, a little speck or pancetta or bacon if you have, and some wine. And you know, you got yourself a great soup. So now this is to the point that I'll add some wine, good wine. Cooking wine must be good, must be like drinking wine. Do not give me any of that cooking wine stuff. We'll let this come to a boil and the alcohol dissipate a little bit, and the onions are taking in the acidity of the wine. So, you know, the onions are sweet, but like this, they'll take in and kind of get balanced with the acidity of the wine, and the onions themselves are gonna be delicious. We'll add some simple boiling water here. I will taste now for the saltiness. It's missing some salt. Let it boil away now, covered, because you don't want it to really densen up. You want a soup, but you do want it to cook together for about half an hour, and you'll have a delicious soup, and we'll taste it then. So the onion soup is at a nice density. It is, I mean, it looks just so luscious. I am going to taste some. A little formaggio grattugiato, some cheese, and let me just get myself ready. This is like a quartet. 4. Soup, cheese, focaccia, and a glass of wine. And I'm preparing myself, you know. I'm kind of, this is a few ingredients, but good ones. Let me taste this first. And you can see how the onions still have body. Simple, clean, and delicious. A little piece of focaccia, a little piece of cheese. And you know, usually I invite you. You know, I say, tutti a tavola a mangiare. But tutti means everybody. And I'm kind of ready just for one. And this is the kind of meal that when you're into yourself, or maybe two people, that is just wonderful. So, salute.
Lidia's Common Sense Italian Cooking.